UFC Fight Night, Walker versus Mingyang is going down in about like 2 hours, guys. And I'm gonna real quick give you guys my predictions for each fight from the prelims all the way to the main event of the night. Let's get right into the video, starting off with the first fight of the night. And by the way, before I even start, don't mind my pronunciation. I'm trying my best, okay? There's a lot of large and different names on here, okay? Let's get right into it though. Yaron Satibalidiv versus Dr. Nurgoze, okay? That was alright, I guess. First of all, in this fight, I got Yaron winning 10 times out of 10. Yaron is a very, very, very fast and aggressive pressure fighter. His ground and pound is very brutal. His striking is very strong. I see this fight going Yaron's way all the time. Every single time they fight, Yaron, every single time, 10 out of 10. Yaron is very aggressive and he will pressure Dr. Possibly get a takedown. His takedowns are pretty decent. His ground and pound is brutal, as I said. He's very good at trapping one arm and just beating the shit out of their face because they can't block it. He'll probably TKO him. It's either going to be a takedown and he's going to finish him with the ground and pound, or he's going to TKO him on the feet because his striking is very strong. And I'm 100% giving it to Yaron 10 times out of 10. So that's for that fight. Moving on to the next fight of the night. Xiao Long versus Suyong Yu. This fight is going to be very, very good. I got Long winning 100%. Long is a very, very good striker. This is the classic striker versus grappler matchup. Okay, as everyone knows on my channel, if you're a daily watcher, you know that I love the grapplers. You know what I mean? That's my type of fighting, you know. But in this situation, I picked the striker. Just because his striking is so much better than Suyong's grappling, I gotta pick him. So basically, I think Long has showcased in the past his very, very good takedown defense. He'll stop those takedowns. He will not let it happen. And then there's gonna be a lot of problems on the feet for Suyong. He's gonna piece him up. Suyong's not gonna be able to grapple because that's all the guy has is the grappling. And once Long defends those takedowns, doesn't let him take him down, it's gonna end up being Long finishing Suyong with a KO or a TKO, whichever happens, I don't know. But he's gonna finish him. Suyong does not have good striking, it's pretty ass. But Long has great striking, great takedown defense. It'll end in a knockout, okay? Moving on to the next fight of the night. Yiza versus Weston Wilson. Yiza is a winning 100%. Weston Wilson's kind of ass in my opinion. He's not that good of a fighter. I don't even know how he's in the UFC still. He has a lot of heart, but that don't really mean everything in the end. Yiza has overall way better everything. He's a great fighter. Way better overall at everything. He's a way better fighter than Wilson. Wilson literally has no path to victory. 0% chance that the dude wins. He's definitely losing. Yiza will take Wilson down because he's great at his grappling. Very, very, very strong grappling. And he'll get the sub pretty early in the fight. I see this fight not going past the first round. I think Yiza is definitely going to maybe get him an arm triangle. Just submit him. He's going to take him down, put a beating on him, ground and pound him. Weston Wilson's not that good on the ground, and he's not that good really anywhere. So, especially his striking's ass too. So he can't really beat Yiza anywhere. So Yiza is definitely going to come out with a W, submitting Weston Wilson. The next fight of the night, Mikel Pereira versus Kyle Daukaus. Okay, this fight could go either way. You know, a lot of people think that Daukaus will come out with a win that I've seen, but Daukaus, I can't see winning this fight. He's on a 3-year layoff. I know that Mikel had a terrible last performance. Last couple performances were pretty bad, but he's still a better fighter in my opinion. I think his aggressiveness and his explosiveness will overpower Daukaus. Daukaus is, okay, Daukaus before he had the 3-year layoff, I probably would have given it to him, but Mikel was doing a lot better 3 years ago too, so I don't know, it could have been the same outcome as I'm picking right now, but I definitely think Pereira is definitely going to come out with the W. I could see him knocking him out, to be honest. He's a lot of power on those hands and feet, and he's just very explosive for Daukaus. This is not a good fight for Daukaus coming off of a 3-year layoff. So I think I definitely give it to Mikel Pereira, definitely coming out with the win. Daukaus really has no way of victory, in my opinion. Maybe his jiu-jitsu. I can't see him taking down Mikel because Mikel is very physically strong, very, very physically strong, and he's just more talented, his skill set, everything like that. I could see him definitely winning by a KO. Moving on to the next fight of the night, Rong Zhu versus Austin Hubbard. This fight will be a very, very good fight. I like Austin Hubbard. He was in season 31 of The Ultimate Fighter. Pretty good fighter. Rong Zhu is a tough motherfucker, though. Austin Hubbard is basically average everywhere. I can't say he's really amazing at any part of fighting. I can't say he's a great striker, he's a great grappler. He's average at basically everything, which is good in some situations, but in this situation it's not good because Rong Zhu is going to outstrike Hubbard badly. Rong Zhu has great explosive striking, a lot of power in those hands, especially for being a lightweight only. Hubbard will be risky, in my opinion. I think he will try to exchange with Rong Zhu, and that won't be good. You can't exchange with him because especially Rong Zhu, he'll drop you. And he loves the exchange. So for Hubbard to possibly exchange with him, I could see him doing that because he is risky and he does like doing that too. He'll get dropped, and I think that that'll lead to Rong Zhu winning by knockout. He'll finish him somehow, TKO, knockout. We'll see, but I definitely give this fight to Rong Zhu because Austin Hubbard is pretty average, and I can't see him taking Rong Zhu down at all. I think it's gonna be a total fight on the feet, a kickboxing match, and Rong Zhu is definitely gonna KO Austin Hubbard. I think Hubbard's very durable and he'll last for a little bit, but after a while, after getting those punches to the face, he won't be able to last too much longer. So I got Rong Zhu winning by knockout or TKO. Moving on to the next fight of the night, Charles Johnson versus Loner Kavanagh. This fight will be very, very good. For anybody saying Loner is going to win, I think this is a pretty easy prediction. Like, you can get your money off of this if you predict Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson knocked out Joshua Van. Motherfucker's tough. He's a problem right now. I think that in this fight at least, he's definitely going to be Loner Kavanagh. Loner, he's decent on the feet. He's all right. He'd beat the average guy, but I think that Charles Johnson definitely will show the levels against this guy. It's going to be an embarrassing fight for Kavanagh. I don't even know why they put Charles Johnson against him. I think Charles Johnson's levels ahead of him. I got Johnson KOing Kavanagh easily. It won't be that close of a fight. I think that it'll end pretty fast, probably like second round or even first. Charles Johnson's going to knock out Loner Kavanagh because Kavanagh has not fought the tough of competition. I see him getting knocked out by Charles Johnson. And that's my prediction for that fight. Moving on to the next fight of the night. Mahi Shait versus Gage Young. This fight will be pretty one-sided in my opinion. I think Mahi Shait is a very aggressive fighter who will walk Young down. He just will. Young is a pretty decent striker, decent grappler too, but I think that he'll definitely get mauled in this fight. I think Mahi Shait will definitely win, especially that he's in China too. You kind of gotta win, you know what I mean? Mahi Shait is a very good counterpuncher, very, very good counterpuncher. So if Gage has a pressure and he does a lot of his past fights that I've watched, he'll definitely counter getting pressured and he'll knock him out 100%. Young is a decent striker, but against Mahi Shait loves war. He loves the fight. He'll go in there to fight. He's gonna knock out Gage Young, okay? That's my prediction for that fight. Moving on to the next fight of the night. Guys, don't laugh at me for this pronunciation, okay? Let's try this. Tai Lake Nurahi versus Kiefer Crosby, okay? I don't know how to pronounce half these dudes' names. Nurahi is an aggressive fighter, very aggressive. He likes the pressure. He will outwork Crosby and put a beating on him. But I think that the UFC intentionally gave these Chinese guys easy fights so they all can win in China. I don't know. Is that a thing that I'm just like catching on to? I feel like they're giving all these Chinese guys easy fights so they can all win. Like, literally every single one of these guys are going to win probably because they're in China. But, hey, that's kind of nice for them, you know what I mean? But he'll definitely beat Crosby on the feet. Crosby's kind of sloppy, in my opinion. He's not that good of a fighter. His takedown defense is decent, but on the feet, he's decent against an average guy. But Nurahi is definitely better on the feet. And I see Nurahi ending this fight in a KO. I see a lot of these Chinese dudes ending these fights in KOs, and that's why I think they gave all of them decently easy fights. So they all can win in their country, you know what I mean? But that's my prediction for this fight. I don't see this fight lasting long. I think it's going to end pretty fast with Nurahi definitely coming out with the W, guys, okay? So moving on to the next fight of the night, Sumo Derahi versus Kevin Borjas, okay? This is the one Chinese dude that will not win tonight, guys. Borjas is definitely coming out with the W. Fucking tough guy. His boxing is insane. His body shots are so hard. His combos are amazingly put together. Borjas has insanely better boxing and overall kickboxing than Sumo Derahi. But in this fight, I can't see him beating Borjas. Borjas will come out with the W 100% just because he's an outskill. He's much better overall, much more skilled. He'll beat him 100%. I can't see this going any other way. If Sumo Derahi wins, good for him. I didn't expect that. Moving on to the next fight of the night, Sergey Pavlovich versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. This fight is going to be very, very good. I think that everyone's doubting Sergey. I know Sergey is the favorite, okay? But a lot of the influencers that I've watched said that Waldo's going to win. And I don't see in what world he will, okay? Sergey has 100% better grappling, 100% better boxing, overall kickboxing, more power. I don't see where he's going to win. Sergey has fought tougher guys in his career, and I know Waldo's coming off of a win, but that doesn't mean anything. I think Sergey is levels ahead of everybody that Waldo has fought. And I think Pavlovich has much more power and is much more skilled on the striking and the grappling, and is overall better than Acosta. I don't see Acosta beating him anywhere. He's much more physically strong too, built more. I think Sergey ends this fight in a KO. Very fast KO. I think that he shows levels. I know Waldo is ranked, I think, number 6 in the heavyweight division. Waldo definitely is good, but Sergey is levels ahead of him, and I think he's going to prove that in this fight in, like, literally an hour and a half, guys. But yeah, Sergey's going to end him with a KO tonight, guys. You already know. Moving on to the next fight of the night, the fight that I'm most excited for, Brian Ortega versus Aljamain Sterling. This fight's going to be an absolute domination on Aljamain Sterling's side. Aljamain's striking's way better. He's overall just an outwork Ortega. As you guys saw at the weigh-ins, Ortega was way, way over, and for Aljo to take that catch weight is crazy because it's like way heavier than what they fought at. It's like 153, but Aljo is a big guy originally. He's going to put a fucking beating on Ortega. Ortega looked like shit in the weigh-ins. He looked like he was about to die, to be honest. It looked kind of sad. Aljo just has way better wrestling. I know Ortega's jiu-jitsu is very good, but it won't have nothing to do against Aljo. Aljo's went against great wrestlers, great grapplers, guys that have jiu-jitsu. Nothing to worry about. Believe it or not, Aljo does have a lot better striking, in my opinion. I think that Brian is way out of his prime. He needs to hang it up sooner or later. Aljo's going to put an absolute beating on Ortega. And never know, maybe he'll fight for the featherweight title soon. Never know. I like to see it. I like to see him against Volk. That could be kind of an interesting fight. That's crazy. I would love to see that fight, to be honest. But, yeah, come back to the video once Aljo beats the shit out of Brian Ortega, because he's just so much better. This should be the main event, in my opinion. I don't know why this isn't, but Aljo's much fucking better. He's going to beat him in every aspect of this fight, and it'll be embarrassing watching Ortega get his ass kicked. I kind of feel bad for him in advance, but I definitely see Aljo winning in whatever way he wants, okay? Specifically just outworking him all 5 rounds, okay? So that is my prediction for this fight. Okay, moving on to the main event of the fucking night, Johnny Walker versus Zhang Mingyang. Okay, this fight will be very one-sided. I see all the people fucking around saying Johnny Walker's gonna win by a heel hook, knee bar, all that kind of shit. Come on, guys. I know you guys are playing, but, like, he's not winning. Johnny Walker's chin's ass, and Zhang Mingyang literally has 19 fights, 19 KOs. The dude's fucking crazy. He has a ton of power, great striking, decent wrestling. Mainly known for his striking, though, obviously. He can still wrestle. He can wrestle a lot better than Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker's not really that good. He's more known for his striking, but striking against Zhang is kind of dumb. Mingyang is definitely going to beat the shit out of him. I see Mingyang knocking him out first round. Johnny Walker's chin is awful, and we've seen he gets knocked down in weird ways. He goes, like, flying back, like, weirdly. He's going to get his ass kicked. I see this fight ending very, very fast with Zhang Mingyang knocking Johnny Walker out in the first round. Mark my words. Trust me, guys. If you guys want to win money tonight and get good predictions, trust me, predict what I just predicted, guys, okay? But thank you guys for watching. I know this was kind of fast. I need to speed through this, guys. The fights are happening very soon. This was kind of late. Shit's been going on lately. I've been trying to post as much as I can. But thank you guys for being patient. Thank you guys for the views. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment more video ideas down below. Comment if you guys agree with my predictions before the fights come out. And like I said, come back to this video once Aljamain Sterling puts an absolute beating on Brian Ortega, guys. Okay? So, like I said, thank you guys for watching, and have a blessed rest of your night, and let's get ready for these epic fights, guys.